appointment from the public place. I can see all these screens here. I can see all those screens there when I'm sat there. Pardon?
Are you threatening us?
Not threatening you, no.
It sounded like you were threatening us.
No, not at all.
Can you please stop recording me as well?
No, sir.
Okay, can you take a seat then, please? So you're welcome to sit there. You're welcome in.
Oh yeah.
How you doing?
What's your name?
Pardon?
What's your name?
I don't really feel like I want to give that, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, why are you here?
Who are you, sorry?
I'm PC Baines.
Baines 504, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And yourself, man?
Sergeant 369 Elkins.
Sergeant 369
Elkins.
Elkins. I think you're both based at
Lincoln.
Lincoln Main Police Station.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Cool. So why are you here?
Just explain that to you.
Right away, you can feel the tension building. This ISNT just about filming this is about rights versus authority. When someone says it's not against the law, that immediately frames the situation as a legal debate, not just a disagreement. But here's the key question: just because something ISNT illegal, does that automatically make it acceptable in every context? Stick around. This is where public access privacy and police power start colliding.
You explain now, because I'm talking to you, aren't I? So you tell me why you're here.
As I said, you've just explained. I'm saying I agree with what you said. I've come here and wanted to look at the information.
Okay. And have you done that?
Pardon?
Have you done that?
No, not fully.
Okay, so what more information do you want to look at?
The board down there that I got obstructed from seeing. There's people sat there, so I won't mind not getting that too much. There's not much there anyway. But specifically that board down there that I've been obstructed from going and watching.
Area 3 one?
Yeah, number 3, yeah, area 3.
What do you want to see in there? Is it just
The information that's on the board.
what's on it? Okay, what purpose is that for?
Pardon?
What purpose is that for?
To have a look at it, but it's public information from
It is, but why you then feel the need to film it? If you want to read it, then that's one thing. But why do you feel the need to film it?
My memory is not that great,
Okay.
so I can't remember everything that I see on every single board in here, can I?
Okay. Do you have a job?
Pardon?
Do you have a job?
Is that relevant?
Well, yeah, because you're in a job centre, aren't you? Are you
Right.
seeking employment?
Is that any of your business right now?
Well, yeah, because you're in a job centre, aren't
Right, that's not your business. That's my business.
you? But I'm just trying to understand the purpose of why you need to read that information, why you need to retain that information.
Because I have the right to do so,
You do, but I'm
Constable.
just trying to understand.
Yeah, but that's all you need to know, though, isn't it? Because I have the right to do so. I'm in a public place, it's public information. I have the right to freedom of expression, which includes gathering and disseminating information and opinions to others.
Right.
So, therefore, that's all you need to know. Because you swore an oath to uphold the rights and freedoms of the people. You swore an oath to the crown of this country.
Yeah.
So that's all you need to know, is that I'm acting within a right, a freedom.
Okay.
I'm not doing anything unlawful. So that's all you need to know, and that's all you need to tell them. That's your job done
I
then.
assume you've already told them that anyway.
Yes, I have, and that's your job done then, isn't it, I'm afraid?
What is your intention to do with the video though?
But again, that's none of your business.
Well, it is, because if it captures other people, like members of the public who are coming in here who don't want their face shown anywhere. We might have people who are going through horrendous things at the minute or involved in domestic violence, and they don't want other people to see that they're in this job centre on this particular day in Lincoln, because then other people will know where they are. Then that's safeguarding them, isn't it?
Then they would need to contact the Information Commissioner's office, because it's their jurisdiction, not the police.
Yes, but if you're not telling me
it's simple as that. Ends there.
If you're not telling me where you're going to upload this,
Who said I'm uploading it? I said it's none of your business what I'm doing with it.
you're not telling me then, are
Because I don't need to answer your questions. I don't need to account for a lawful action. Right, and I don't need to account for an action unless you have evidence or reasonable suspicion. It has to be based on objective fact, right? Then it's none of your business, and I'm not answering your questions.
It's very one-sided, isn't it, this? And this is like...
I didn't call you, I didn't ask for your help, so I didn't want to talk to you in the first place.
It's very one-sided in the fact that you know our name, you're refusing to give
because
your name.
you're crown servants,
Yeah.
right? And you wear epaulets
I do, so you
for
can
reasons
see-
of accountability.
Is invoking Article 10 freedom of expression, which does include recording in public spaces in many circumstances. But yes, the twist public building doesn't always mean unrestricted filming rights. There can be policies around safeguarding and data protection. So the real battle here is whose interpretation of the law holds up, and more importantly, does asserting your rights automatically shield you from being asked to
Yeah?
I'm a private citizen. I do not have to account myself.
I'm engaging with you,
but I don't have to account myself to the public. To the government, in absence of a crime. That's the only time I need to identify myself to you.
Do you understand why they've asked you not to go past that point?
No.
Okay. The reason they've given us to us for not having you past that point
Right.
is because there's people currently having interviews regarding their employment and
Right.
the sensitive data that is being discussed.
Okay.
They don't want you overhearing that or recording those conversations.
See, that's wrong, because that's not what they told me.
Okay, that's what's been told to me.
Okay, Sergeant, let me tell you what they told me. Sorry, my power bank foot fell. What they told me is they didn't want me there Yes, because somebody was, people were having an appointment. But I said, if I turn my camera off, can I then go and look at the board? And he said yes. So he said he admitted freely that the only reason I'm not allowed is because I'm recording, which, as I said, is an expression of Article 10 of my human rights. So by denying me access purely based on the fact alone that I am recording is breach of Article 14 of the Human Rights Act, which is my right to enjoy my freedoms without discrimination. So therefore, I said to him, I was like, I'm not going to be bullied by a government employee out of my rights. It's not going to happen, not by you, not by them.
Which board is it that you particularly want to see? Is it the first one with the number 3 or the one that's got 3 and area 3 underneath?
The one with 3 and area 3 underneath.
So what I can offer for you is I can go and take a photograph of that board.
No, I want. Well, no, because then how?
Because there's people.
But then what am I going to? How am I going to? Because that's not on my
I
footage.
can take your phone and take a picture of it, but I can't record.
Like, how am I giving my phone to a police officer?
But it's a very sensible.
It's not.
What I can do is I can take a picture of it. You can read it off my phone.
No, because then I have to forfeit my
But you're not
property exercise my
I do it
freedom.
on my telephone.
Right.
My work telephone. I'm going to take a picture of that board. You can see what's on that board without then overhearing other people's confidential conversations.
No, because the point is that if I'm stood there and I'm not recording, right? So I stood there because they said I can go down there if I'm not recording, I can have a look. If I overhear those appointments, the data breach has already happened. The recording is evidence of that data breach, and that's what they're scared of, is me collating evidence of them breaching GDPR. That's what they're worried about.
People, they don't want you down there where you can overhear the conversation. So what I'm trying to do is find a way around it so you can have access to the information that you'd like to
But there are seats down there for people to wait for an appointment, so they don't want me down there because I might overhear somebody having an appointment, but somebody can wait for an appointment and overhear somebody else. That's
But
fine.
then they're not going to upload it into whichever
Again,
media outlet.
you're making an assumption.
Well, you're not telling me otherwise, though, are you?
You don't. So do you have objective
I've
basis
got
of
some
fact?
assumption then, haven't
No.
I?
Do you have it? No. You work on what you know, not on what you don't know.
Is now escalating the argument, bringing in discrimination under Article 14. That's a big claim. But here's what makes this dramatic: police officers on the ground aren't constitutional courts. Their job in moments like this is simple: is there a crime happening right now? If not, their powers are limited. So the real question becomes, is this a rights violation or just a policy dispute inside a government building?
If you're not telling me what you're going to do with it, I have got to make assumptions. That's a fair comment.
No, it's not.
Well, I believe it is.
No.
Of course it is.
No, you're making an inference on my silence. Only a court and a jury are allowed to do that.
No.
Your role is to work on the facts that you know, based on objective facts, not on I think he might be doing
It's
this.
evidence that's
Is it?
there for me.
Is it? What evidence is that?
Well, this is for me to make my decision in relation to what's going to happen. I've asked you what you're going to do with it. You've refused point blank to tell me.
Because I don't have to answer your
Because you don't
questions.
have to answer because you're being quite
Correct. Because I'm exercising my rights.
Well, I find it obstructive.
I'm upset because I'm exercising my rights. It's my right not to talk
It
to
is,
you.
but then you're not really helping yourself, are you? Because you're refusing to engage.
So
and tell
you're implying that a member of the public who doesn't want to talk to the police and account for their actions is inherently damning themselves?
I find you quite goading. I think you're goading for an argument, and I think that's what
I would be
you're
quite
filming.
happy if you came in, said hello, yeah, you're filming, bye, and walked away. I would have been quite happy with that. You're the one who's continuing to stand here and to engage with me. You're more than welcome to walk away.
Because these people are worried. They're
Worried about
the other
what?
members of, because it's been explained to you, hasn't it? I think we've explained, these guys have explained it to you. You've got it on recording, so you can feel free to go back and review that, because you said your memory's not very good. So you've got that there, haven't you? It's been explained to you.
Yeah, but I don't agree with the explanation.
You might not agree.
And you
I
might
don't
not agree with me.
Exactly.
Exactly, there you go.
Exactly.
But we're allowed to disagree as human beings.
Absolutely.
But it doesn't mean I'm doing anything criminal and that
I've
you
not
can get
said
involved
you
with
are
it.
doing anything criminal.
So then why are you still here engaging with me?
Because they've called us,
Right.
okay, and we need to. We're talking with you because, like you rightly said, we're police officers who deal with evidence what's available to us, and then we investigate it to see whether there's a crime, there's not a crime, etc. So that's why we're engaging with you,
Okay.
to see if there is anything untoward that you're doing.
And is there?
There is nothing criminal, but
There you go. Problem solved. Your jurisdiction ends there.
We've got to safeguard others.
Your jurisdiction ends there.
It does as a police officer, but obviously we've got people in here who don't want to be filmed.
They can do what that lady's got done, and she just walked in. She's got a face mask on. They can wear. I got a snood.
How do they know you're
I could put my snood up,
But
and
they
I
don't
can.
know that you're filming. So that they're quite.
But everybody could be filming in anywhere in a public place. So if you're worried about being on somebody else's film, best thing to do is walk around with a face mask, with a snood, with a balaclava, whatever you want to provide your own privacy in public. If you're worried about being on other people's recordings, are you two recording me right now?
No.
No, you're not. Okay.
We've got to let you know that we're recording you.
You do. Very good.
You don't have to do that, obviously.
Nope.
So what's your intention for the rest of the day?
To do whatever I want to do, Sergeant.
Okay. I've offered you quite a simple and reasonable way to get access to the information that you would like to have access to.
No, the simple way is for them to say, right, go, do what you need to do. Because if they had, I would have been gone
The
a
problem
long
is
time ago.
that there are people currently in those booths having confidential meetings.
So other people,
These
so
same
people in
other
other
people.
booths, so people in other booths near them, people sat down there waiting for an appointment while that person had an appointment. They can also all overhear that information, Sergeant. Can they?
This is the compromise that I'm willing to offer you. I'm not willing to go round and round in circles with you. I will offer to go and take a photograph of those two boards so you can see.
Is the information that you've there? I'm sure we can speak to somebody and we can get your photocopies of every leaflet on there, and then you can take that.
I don't
away
want
with you.
photocopies. I don't want to waste the paper. That's not very environmentally friendly. Okay, I'll take copies, but I'll take copies, but I'll take 50,000 copies of each one.
That's being silly, isn't it?
That's how many people that I plan on disseminating this information to.
Okay, so you are disseminating the video.
Disseminating the information
Okay, in what way?
in my way. That's my business.
As we are, we've had an option to have access to all of that information and chosen not to have it because it's primarily not in a tertiary way.
Yes.
Absolutely, that's his decision.
Absolutely.
If it comes to closing time, he needs us to come back with the
Bless you. Thank you very much. Thank you both.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you.
And that's what we call the walk of shame. And the police can do nothing. And the staff don't look very happy that I'm still sat here. Did I get his good side? And stated him. Well, there we go, guys. That's about an hour that I've been here now. Right. Let's have a look. Didn't get this board earlier, actually. So I missed that one earlier. You said we did.
Yeah, I couldn't make one up. I had got one online somewhere. Because I'm children, I mean, worked up until then.
Access. I'm going to stand here and I'm going to film everybody's appointment from the public place. I can see all these screens here. I can see all those screens there when I'm sat there. Pardon?
Are you threatening us?
Not threatening you, no.
It sounded like you were threatening us.
No, not at all.
And you please stop recording me as well.
No, sir.
Okay, can you take a seat then, please? So you're welcome to sit there. You're welcome in this immediate area, but that's all you're allowed to do,
In this
okay?
immediate area where I can film data breaches happening all up and down this road. Well, actually, they're not happening right now, but in terms of
Hello there, can I help?
if those computers were being used,
Okay, alright.
if those computers were on right now and they're visible from a public place, it's not good, is it, Dave? What about these ones down here? Yeah.
Thank you. I thought you asked him to leave.
No, as I say, just stand in front, that'd be lovely. Thank you.
I can see why he chose you. Yeah. So.
Are you okay with that? Excuse me, mate. Cheers, thank you.
Okay. What? Yeah. Because that's no or a new.
They've been asked to leave.
Yeah, well, like I say, the police have said do 5.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Because
could you stand in front of me so I can record
That's what I'm
people
doing.
coming in?
yeah, of course, the police have no authority to remove me from this building. They have no authority to do anything over a civil matter.
What's your name?
Do they?
Oh, yeah, lovely. That's good. Can you go to area 4, please? Thank you.
Want to dance with me, Daniel? Come on.
I would dance with you, but I'd probably step on your left foot too much.
Probably.
Might break it. Not worth it.
Fair enough. Am I allowed to leave?
You can leave if you wish
There we
to.
go. Oh, see this? There we go. So yeah, next time you know not to call the police because you know the police can't do anything about it.
Daniel?
But I would just recommend.
No, just stand in front is what I was saying.
I would just recommend.
Leaving. So I asked him to.
I would just recommend allowing somebody to go on about their lawful business in a public place
Well,
before calling the
actually,
police.
it's not
But it is.
You know.
Of course it is. What's unlawful about it?
You've been asked to leave. That breaches trespassing law.
Trespassing, which is a civil matter, it's not unlawful. It's a civil
Actually,
tort.
it is.
It's a civil tort. It's not a crime. Otherwise, the police
It is
would
a
have
crime,
arrested.
actually.
The police would have arrested me if it was a crime, Daniel.
Anyway, I believe you've had enough now, don't you?
Right, guys, I'm going to head on. Obviously, the police have.
And just like that, no arrest, no removal, no charges. From his perspective, that's validation. From the staff's perspective, it's probably frustration. But yes, the take your waitress pass in the UK is generally a civil matter unless aggravated, which explains why police walked away. Still, was this a victory for civil liberties or unnecessary provocation? Drop your thoughts below. Was he defending rights or pushing boundaries for content?
Done their walk of shame. Unfortunately, I don't think they have learned. But so we'll have to come back again at some point. But yeah, Daniel clearly thinks that it's a crime to report in public, and that